In today's episode of What's on Hollywood, we explore a confrontation that feels inevitable when two cinematic universes collide at their highest power levels. DCU Supergirl and Ikaris are not ordinary heroes. They are beings shaped by cosmic forces, created to stand far above humanity, and trusted with the fate of entire worlds. When such figures cross paths, the question is no longer about courage or intention. The question becomes one of raw power, endurance, and supremacy. DCU Supergirl represents the new era of DC storytelling. This is the woman of tomorrow, a Kara Zor-El who did not grow up with comfort, stability, or safety. She remembers Krypton. She remembers loss. She remembers survival without powers under a red sun. That memory follows her into every battle, shaping her into a warrior who does not hesitate and does not doubt her own strength. Ikaris stands on the opposite side of the cosmic spectrum. He is an eternal, created by celestials with a singular purpose. He has lived for thousands of years, fought countless wars, and protected Earth from threats humanity never even knew existed. Calm, disciplined, and unwavering, Ikaris believes power exists to fulfill destiny, not emotion. When these two meet, it is not just DC versus Marvel. It is survival versus design, evolution versus engineering, and limitless growth versus fixed perfection. Origins that shape their true potential. DCU Supergirl's power cannot be separated from her trauma. She was not sent to Earth as a baby like Superman. She lived long enough on Krypton to form memories, bonds, and attachments. When Krypton was destroyed, she lost everything. Trapped on a fragment of her dying world, she survived under a red sun where her Kryptonian abilities were stripped away. That experience forced her to rely on endurance, instinct, and willpower alone. When Kara finally arrives under a yellow sun, the transformation is overwhelming. Her body absorbs solar radiation at an extraordinary rate, converting light into strength, speed, durability, and healing. Unlike someone who grew into their power gradually, Supergirl experiences it as an explosion. Her strength does not plateau quickly. It continues to rise as long as the sun fuels her, making her one of the most dangerous beings in the DC universe. Ikaris' origin is far more controlled. He was created by the Celestials as a perfect soldier. His powers were engineered from the beginning. Flight, super strength, near invulnerability, and cosmic I-beams are built into his very structure. He does not evolve emotionally or physically in the same way mortals do. His abilities remain consistent across centuries, refined by experience but bound by design. This contrast defines the battle. Supergirl's power escalates. Ikaris' power remains constant. One adapts and grows. The other executes flawlessly within limits. The battle unfolds in speed, strength, and energy. As the fight begins, speed immediately favors DCU Supergirl. She moves faster than sound, faster than perception, and faster than reaction. Her Kryptonian reflexes allow her to close distance almost instantly, forcing Ikaris to react rather than control the engagement. Ikaris is fast by eternal standards, capable of hypersonic flight and rapid aerial maneuvers, but against a fully charged Kryptonian, he is consistently a step behind. Strength follows closely behind. Ikaris strikes with devastating force, each blow capable of destroying massive structures and sending enemies flying across battlefields. Yet Supergirl absorbs these hits with little visible damage. Her counterattacks land with exponentially greater impact. Each punch carries the force of solar-enhanced Kryptonian muscle, shaking the ground and bending the air itself. Over time, the difference in physical dominance becomes impossible to ignore. Energy projection is where Ikaris attempts to regain control. His cosmic I-beams cut through terrain with precision and sustained output, forcing Supergirl to defend rather than advance. But unlike lesser beings, she does not collapse under this pressure. She pushes through the energy assault, her durability holding firm as her strength continues to rise. The longer the battle continues under open sunlight, the more unstoppable she becomes. What begins as a balanced exchange slowly shifts into a clear imbalance, not because Ikaris weakens, but because Supergirl continues to grow beyond him. The turning point that decides everything. Every great battle has a moment where the outcome becomes inevitable. In this clash, that moment arrives when Ikaris commits fully to overwhelming force. He increases the intensity of his energy output, unleashing everything his eternal form allows. For a brief time, the battlefield becomes a storm of cosmic light and destruction, and even Supergirl is pushed back by the sheer volume of power. But this is where the difference between them becomes undeniable. Ikaris has reached his maximum. Supergirl has not. As the seconds pass, her strength continues to escalate. Her movements become faster, her strikes heavier, and her resistance stronger. What once pushed her back now barely slows her down. Supergirl breaks through the energy assault and closes the distance completely. Once within striking range, the battle ends quickly. Her blows overwhelm Ikaris' defenses, her speed prevents him from repositioning, and her strength exceeds his ability to counter. She drives him into the ground with force great enough to end the conflict decisively. Ikaris survives, but survival is not victory. He is unable to continue. Supergirl stands beneath the sun, still growing stronger, while the Eternal lies defeated. The final verdict of this DC vs. Marvel showdown. When the dust settles, the conclusion is clear. Ikaris is an extraordinarily powerful being, one of Marvel's strongest eternal warriors, capable of challenging gods and surviving battles that would annihilate most heroes. His experience, discipline, and cosmic abilities make him a terrifying opponent. But DCU Supergirl operates on a higher scale. She is faster, stronger, and fueled by an infinite energy source. Her Kryptonian physiology, combined with her traumatic upbringing and relentless combat instinct, allows her to surpass fixed power limits. Ikaris was designed to be powerful. Supergirl evolved into something greater. In a short encounter, the battle may appear close. In a prolonged fight under a yellow sun, the result becomes inevitable. Ikaris cannot keep pace with a warrior whose power continuously increases. And so, the final answer is undeniable. DCU Supergirl is more powerful. DCU Supergirl is stronger. DCU Supergirl would win. This is what's on Hollywood, and that is the final verdict. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.